So my name is Felipe, and I'm a developer advocate at PegaSys. That means what I do on a daily basis is help other developers understand a piece of technology. In this case, what we do at PegaSys, I help them use that technology, and I help them help us, because what we do is open source, so I help them contribute to our project. Okay? But as a developer advocate, what I do usually on my day-to-day basis is talk to people on a technical team internally and transmit that information onto the outside, to the community, and vice versa. So most of the time, I can translate technical stuff into non-technical and vice versa. That's what I was explaining earlier. All right, so as I said, PegaSys' mission is to make Ethereum enterprise ready, right? And we do that by doing three things. First of all, we build a product or a piece of software called Besu, so Hyperledger Besu. This is an Ethereum client. So for those who don't know, a client is a piece of software that we have to install on a computer for that computer to be able to communicate with the blockchain. So basically, the first step in order to do anything with a blockchain, you need a node. And that node has this client software installed on it. We do that in a very production-ready and easy-to-use manner. And by that, I mean that we work with other companies and other enterprises and other organizations in order to make it really easy to install the software on whatever systems they have. And we also drive next-gen innovation. By that, I mean specifically that we have a big team of Ethereum 2.0 researchers. And that research there is actually being used to implement an Ethereum 2.0 client. Okay, so just a bit of background for those who might not know. Ethereum today, the network is on its 1.0 phase, and it's been proposed from the very beginning even to migrate or to evolve into this Ethereum 2.0 network, which is going to be proof of stake, it's not going to be proof of work, which has a whole bunch of advantages, ecological ones, security-wise, a whole bunch of different advantages. And so that Ethereum 2.0 research, we use it to implement this client called Artemis. And all of that implementation, that actual software, will eventually be integrated into our solution, right? So we're future-proof, if you will. Our client or our service that we offer is actually going to be, it's less risky to use it because you know that in the future it can be actually used for the Ethereum 2.0 space, which is coming soon, actually, in Q1, I think, of 2020. All right, PegaSys is really at the intersection of these three big things. Maybe more, but these are the three main things. So we're part of ConsenSys. We are, I think, the biggest spoke, in ConsenSys. That means we're the biggest project in ConsenSys. We're more than 70 people now. And ConsenSys provides us with a vision of where we're going, a vision of where Ethereum or blockchains are. We work very closely, and we're actually a founding partner of the Ethereum Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. And we even have several team members of our team that actually work on the specs and designing and actually writing the specifications for the EA. So that means that in the future, if any company wants to use Ethereum, they're probably going to be using the EA specs. And those are, in part, designed and written by us. And finally, and this is actually quite recent, so maybe some of you are kind of wondering, what does Hyperledger have to do with us? And I maybe made a mistake. But we are, since now, once a month ago, I think, we got accepted unanimously into the Hyperledger Foundation. So Hyperledger Foundation is led by the Linux Foundation. It is blockchain for the enterprise, basically. It's a foundation that helps drive that mission. Hyperledger Foundation has 15 plus projects. We're one of them. And what we did was basically donate or give them our code. And now they are the owners of our code base. And we become the principal maintainers of our code. Okay? So as all open source projects are are more open and permeable, it's positive. It's better for us and the project itself. If something happens to our project, our company itself, the project is going to continue to go, thanks to the foundation. So these are some of our partner networks, our partner companies. Some of them are infrastructure, like Microsoft and Kaleido with Azure and their own service, Ethereum as well. Some of them are actual builders, so partners that will build solutions and they partner with us, like IO builders, Cat46, Web3 Labs, and then there's other more generic, like truffle generic frameworks that would work with us, and we have a very good relationship. All right, so let's get to the meat of it. Hyperledger Besu, this is what we actually make, right? This is one of our main activities. So we build this software, and this software is built in Java, and it uses obviously the JVM. It has a permissive Apache 2.0 license, and it's production support 24/7 and 95, depending on the customer needs. Now, these first 2 points are very important, and I'm going to just explain them quickly. Java isn't just a programming language, it's a whole ecosystem of tooling, of documentation, and especially of people, of developers, of enterprise developers. So this is where we would get talent. So people in enterprises today, they already use this technology. So hiring somebody to basically work with Hyperledger Besu and make it compatible is already kind of part of the process, or they can actually do it internally off the bat. And the license is something that I personally feel very strong about, but this is, there's several different types of open source licenses in the world. Some of them are more permissive, some of them are more viral. Those are basically the main two categories. And companies today, they don't like to use viral licenses because it makes them have obligations that they don't want to have, legally speaking. So the Apache 2.0 license is ideal for enterprises today. And there's these three things here that some people call the 3 Ps that are necessary for an enterprise to use blockchain today. Privacy, permissioning, and performance. Okay. I'll be talking, I think I have a few slides on the specifics on each one of these, but very quickly, privacy is obviously sending a message without anybody knowing what the message contains, or even without anybody knowing that I'm sending a message to somebody else. Permissioning is exactly that, to set permissions on the network itself for only some people to participate in it or not. So to whitelist or blacklist certain actors. And performance, this is something that thanks to Ethereum 2.0 we get a big boost in. So eventually the whole network's going to be faster. But not only that, but Ethereum in the enterprise world in general there's several solutions to this performance problem, particularly just using a private blockchain with a different type of consensus algorithm will give you a huge performance boost. After that, the private network itself can be synced and kind of down into the main Ethereum public mainnet, just to kind of ping it every once in a while and say, well, this is a hash of our current blockchain. This is what the state of our chain is. So that way, the state is also kind of represented in the public mainnet. So by the way, I did kind of forget to mention that very important detail. So Besu is a client that is mainnet compatible and private network compatible. So we can do a permission network with Besu, but we can also just basically use it at home to communicate with the Ethereum network. Okay? And not only the Ethereum network, but also Gorley, Rickety, Props, and all the other testnets. Right, so this is very simply what our privacy solution looks like. We have built something called Orion, which is going to run in parallel to the actual node software. So it's parallel to Besu. We renamed very recently, so it says Pantheon here. It should be replaced by Besu. I will do that in my next presentation, I think. And if Alice wants to send, say, Charlie a private message, and and they don't want Bob to see that message, basically you use Orion. Orion will detect if that transaction is private or not. If it is, it'll send from Alice's Orion node directly to Charlie's Orion node, and they both will have a state, shared state. So basically their blockchain network will be updated, and Bob's won't. So Bob will never see that Alice and Charlie have transacted, nor the data of that transaction either. In Orion, we also have privacy groups. So in this case, privacy group A, which is the green one, could be a named group, and we could easily send a specific transaction to that group, and it will be sent to the whole group. This is interesting in the case of, say, a consortium. This could be 5 different enterprises or companies that don't specifically want to share data with all of those companies, but they do want to have a specific internal consortium between them. So that could be used in this case. Permission. There's many potential valid reasons to have permissioning on a blockchain network. Being as some of you here are in the finance space, KYC could be one of them, for example. You can't allow anybody to transact with your network unless they've already gone through the specific KYC process, right? So with permissioned networks, and in this case with the creation of that permission network with Besu, you could tell the network itself not to accept any transactions from anybody unless they've already gone through the process. Okay? But not only that, we also have other types of permissioning in Besu. So there's 4 types of permission, I guess, and there's where that permission is set and what it's going to limit. So the where is the local or on-chain. So it's the left of the green stuff here. Local or on-chain permissioning is where we set the permissions. And the what is to the right, so it's either an account level permissioning or a node level permissioning. What that means basically is that we could tell the network itself to whitelist a specific account or a specific list of accounts, and they will be able to interact with the network. Or we can tell them just basically not to accept any transactions from a specific node. So from another node in the network. As we saw up here, one of these nodes here could just basically be blacklisted. And where we set those permissions is either locally, and when I say local, I mean really at the machine level. So we would change either the configuration file of that machine, or basically we can do it through several, 3 or 4 different ways, but it'll really change the machine itself, the way that machine operates. Or we can change the on-chain permissioning, which is actually quite interesting, because that means that in our private network, we can update the permissions at a blockchain level, and everybody is going to have those same permissions at basically at the same time, whenever they sync those permissions through their nodes. In order to modify those permissions, we have a DApp, a decentralized application, that looks like this. This is probably old, so it's not exactly like this, but it's very simple. It uses MetaMask or any other kind of blockchain sync tool in order to, add a whitelisted account, add an admin account, or an actual whitelisted node. So once I click this button, it'll pop up. MetaMask will pop up and it'll ask me a confirmation. So it's all done through blockchain permission. So yeah, as you might have understood, this is a recap. Besu is enterprise Ethereum. It is enterprise because of how we chose to build Besu. So we built it from scratch. There are other projects out there that have specifically gotten a fork of another open source software, of an Ethereum client node software, and they've worked on top of that. We decided to start from scratch because maintaining an open source project is incredibly difficult. Maintaining an open source project in the Ethereum space, which advances and evolves very quickly, is even harder. And especially if on top of that you add specific features and additional features. It becomes very difficult to work with. It's enterprise also because of Java. It's enterprise, well anyways. It's Ethereum, and we think Ethereum is good for enterprise. We think Ethereum, I personally think Ethereum is the best, by far, the best blockchain network today for enterprises because of this, mainly because of the community around it, because of the developer community around it, documentation. It is unbeatable. It's younger than other projects that have, and it has a bigger community than those older projects. As maybe Bitcoin might call it. Yeah, we're mainnet compatible, which is very important for us because we do think that eventually enterprises will be on mainnet and not on specifically and only on private networks. Before I go on, did you have a question? No? We're open source, we work with Hyperledger, and this isn't just we're open source. I like to say usually this phrase that nobody understands. We are a real open source project and not a project with an open project source. So that means we don't just have our code out on GitHub. We actually have an open source project which has a foundation behind it, in which we're not the owners, in which there are other official maintainers in the project. In fact, today we accepted officially in our contributor call an additional contributor who isn't on the PegaSys team. And again, we're not really in control of the software now. Now it's the foundations. We just update it. And that's what being open source is about. We have an Apache Kernel license, and we use a lot of tooling, additional tooling around PegaSys. Around Besu. We have Orion. We use external tooling like Alethio's monitoring software and other tooling like that. And we have Prometheus and Grafana, etc. So we recently, we will, in a couple of days, I think, we're going to launch PegaSys Plus. PegaSys Plus is our enterprise service, and it basically it will basically add additional features, security features, permissioning features, privacy features on top of the open source Besu project, and it'll sell that as a service to other companies. That service itself has obviously production support, 24/7 production support, and other interesting things. So our roadmap. So today we're already here. So soon to launch PegaSys Plus. We have added event streaming into our solution. And in our next version, we're going to have flexible privacy groups and granular privacy groups. So for example, account A cannot interact with the smart contract X or even with the method, Y in this smart contract, which is interesting. These are some of our use cases. So this first one, Zarix, is actually a very interesting example because we didn't know they were building on top of our software, and they contacted us a week before launching. And it's a distributed settlement system for unit trust. So it just goes to show how much power the open source philosophy and way has. LiquidShare is one of our most interesting clients. So they do equity for small and medium enterprises. So it's an equity share platform. And there's other companies in the supply chain space that also use our software. How about this? I think my time is up. I think. Okay. In that case, it isn't. So in that case, so again, this is one of our main customers, and we built this together with the solutions arm of ConsenSys, which is interesting because we don't do solutions at PegaSys itself. but we do have that kind of support because ConsenSys is a 1,000 plus person company all over the world. They have a very big solutions arm, so if we do need that kind of service, we work with them. Again, we also have a partner network that does that kind of stuff, so they could be that could be done by them, which is the case in the case of PegaSys with IO builders. And yeah, so it's interesting because they need some specific features added on to PegaSys in order for them to use our software, and we did so. Because we believe that not only were those features interesting for other potential customers, but also they would benefit highly from it. So yeah. So that's the end. I have a couple of ninja slides if anybody wants to go more into like specific technical details, but I'll leave that up to you guys. Right, thanks.